Hi, this is Cayman with S&B Evaps, and today we're going to do an unboxing and full breakdown of the S&B Medium size. This is great for spaces up to 4,000 square feet, gyms, auto repair shops, greenhouses. It's a really powerful unit that's going to do great work and keep your employees or you very cool. First step is going to be removing the box. We're going to lift the box up and over the evaporative cooler. Once the box is off, the evaporative cooler does come in our plastic pallet. It really protects the casters and it allows you to move it with the forklift. But with the buddy, you can lift the bottom of the evaporative cooler. And lift it out of that plastic pallet. So with it out of the plastic pallet, this exposes the evaporative cooler. This is the fan side with our control panel, and our control panel allows you to turn on the water pump as well as control the fan output from full all the way to slow or quiet. Then the adjustable flow for the water right here. This is our control valve for the water. Right is off, and you can open it up completely. This allows you to drench the media. On the underside, you'll find the drain. This allows you to winterize the evaporative cooler to drain out the water completely, so it doesn't sit for a long time over the winter when you're not using it. This is our fill port. So the fill port allows you to fill it up with the hose or with the bucket, filling up the water until it reaches the full mark. Then our city fill. This allows you to leave the hose attached all the time. So you can leave the hose on and running. And as soon as it reaches the full mark, a plunger in there will set and it won't allow any more water into the unit. So the evaporative cooler has casters underneath that allows you to move the evaporative cooler to whatever location you'd like. But when it is in the run position, you will want to set the lock so it doesn't blow around and stays firm against the ground. So this is the lock position, and then this is the open position. We're gonna take this over to the hose and get it filled up and show you how it works. And we're gonna be using the open fill and just watching the fill gauge until it gets to completely full. And if you don't have access to a hose, you can also fill up through this port with a bucket. Now, after you have the water filled, it's time to plug in the evaporative cooler. We're gonna take our GFCI cord and you're just plugging it into a standard 110, 120 outlet. You'll see the GFCI turn green. Now we can get this thing fired up. Now we have our control valve cracked open about halfway, and you can see how the water comes down and streams through the media. This is without the fan on, just for demonstration purposes. Where now we're gonna kick on the fan, and in dry climates with the fan at full speed, you're gonna want almost about full flow through the water. And in humid climates, you won't need as much water, but a good rule of thumb is you want the media saturated. It's okay if there's a few dry spots, but you don't want water flowing over the media. Just getting it fired up now, and we'll see how the coloring changes as I control the flow valve. Now we found our perfect balance here with how much water is flowing across the media. You can see there's a few dry spots still, but eventually it'll get saturated. Now that we have the evaporative cooler in our desired location, we're gonna set the lock on the casters so it doesn't spin around. And since we're in a warehouse now with not many doors open, we're gonna open a door for some added airflow. And that's the setup of the S&B Evaporative Cooler. We also have a video on how to change out the evaporative cooler media when it comes time to change the media in a couple of years. But let us know if you have any questions, and thanks for watching.